All right, welcome to day 24, I believe, and I hope. Kind of lost count as I yawn. So this is going to be another one of my characters, not from the Trials of the Samurai Clown. This is going to be from the Eye of the Beholder, aka the Right Eye, is what I call him. So this is a demon slayer. And you say, Brian, you got all these characters, but where are all these books? I've got the books. I'm just being lazy to get them out. His book is finished. This character's book is finished. I just have to letter it and then send it in for publishing. And it's hard to do multiple comic books by yourself and YouTube channel by yourself and other books by yourself and help people by yourself and work and take care of your mother and everything else. So, okay, enough. Let's just start the drawing. Start the drawing process. So, I want him to be turned a little bit, and then it comes back. And then there's the can. And here's the house. And I think I might want to keep him turned because the body's going to be turned and the leg is going to be here. And it's going to be bent just a little bit, and hopefully I don't run off the paper. I'll move the body up if I do. I'll go a little darker so you guys can see. And this one is going to be more like back here somewhere. The typical stand. This is going to be tilted just a bit, not too much. But you will see the shoulders. The head is going to be facing you. This is going to be up because it's going to be pulling a sword from the back. He has a sword and multiple guns. He was a soldier for, what did I say, like 20 years. He was Delta Force and retired. He got shot in the eye. And he got shot in the eye. It went into his brain, but it didn't kill him. And he miraculously has the ability to see evil spirits in people and to be able to pull them out and to fight them, to try to destroy them. But he cannot destroy them. He cannot win unless he takes the demons, which he does, to the demon plane, where he has super ability, not like Superman, but he is greatly stronger and faster and more endurance. But all the same, you are fighting a demon, so you need that kind of strength. Bring that arm out a little bit more. Hand out. Hence the name Eye of the Beholder. But he only sees through one eye. He sees it through one eye, the eye that he was shot in. The bullet is lodged in a very sensitive area of the brain, and his surgeon, before he realized what he could do, his surgeon warned him that it's going to shift. One day it's going to shift and it's going to hit a part that's going to basically kill you. So don't do any activities. But when he realized his calling, then he knew he had to help people. And he's going to be dressed, so I'm not really going to, try to muscularize him so much, because he is dressed from head to toe. He is in his military suit. And he has the, what is that weapon called? The SOCOM. He uses the SOCOM. I like that gun, so I gave it to him to use. I think when I saw, what is it? What is the guy? Not Snake Plissken, but something Metal Snake, Solid Gear, Metal Gear Solid. I fell in love with that gun, and I wanted to buy that for, I don't know how long I wanted to buy that, an airsoft one, because I didn't go get no real SOCOM. And it was just way too much money for me back in the day, and I was like, man. So when I finally became a man and started making a little bit of money, I had to get that gun. I had to get it because it was really hard to find. It was the airsoft place had it, then they sell out. Then they had it, then they sell out, and just, you know, because it was I don't want to say old gun. It's older gun. When did that game come out to make it popular? So it is an older gun. So it was hard to find. So when I did find it on some obscure website, I had to buy it, and thus I bought it. And now it sits on my wall collecting dust. But the reason I bought it was for this particular comic book, so there was a reason. So I can have it as reference. You know, spend money on yourself for your ability, for your talent. What is it? Shoulder comes up here, and that comes up here. Should always do that. If you know it's going to benefit you, your skills, and possibly make you money. Not just make you money. If it's going to help your skills out, choking, then you should really go ahead and invest in yourself. So I'm still trying to do with these muscles, which I just said he's going to be dressed. So I have to break that habit of doing what I do. So used to just drawing muscles all the time. And since that's going back, it's still going to be a little long, a little longer. All you have to do is just get your proportions right, and then, you know, the rest is good. The rest is gravy. And this is, I said, I think it's 24, day 24. And I have not finished day 23 yet. If you're seeing this, I finished day 23, but let me show you where I am on day 23. This is it. You know, and I'm working on day 24 already. I'm stuck on this, just a little part on this that I'm stuck that I can't really see. But as I say, if you're seeing this, you already see the finished part. Stop with the muscles, Brian. Stop with the muscles. All right, let's get the foot right. Halfway right. That down a little bit more. And then when I kind of stop and look at it later, I can tell if it needs some adjustment or something. All right, so face and head. So the hand is going to be here. And I'm going to need some light. Sorry, people. So the sword, let's say the sword is going to be here. It's going to be kind of crooked coming out of his back, but that's okay. And thumb is going to be at the palm, at the other part of the palm, because it sits on the palm. I showed you that in another video. 3 joints to the thumb, 1, 2, and it goes down to that one. And then your finger. One here, one longer. This one's going to come down, kind of center, and this one's going to come back in. That hand looks kind of small, but I'll fix it in the wash. Oh my God, that hand is small. Actually, I could even say both hands are kind of small. Where is the thumb? Yeah, this. The thumb is here. gun is there, but this hand is so tiny. So this is the wrist. I'm going to tilt that hand down more, make it just a little bigger. Just like that. Alright, palm. Thumb comes up and over. And if I'm not talking about something, I'm just kind of like mumbling. And I usually just edit all that out. So if you ever see just a speed drawing happen in the middle of nothing, that's because I'm just mumbling about nothing. And he has a unique sword because the blade is gold. The blade is made of gold. He forges, just like the bullets, he forges the gold, and that's the only way that you can stop and kill this demon out of gold. But it's the water that the material is forged in. It's the secret, and that secret is in the book. So it's expensive. It's really expensive to fight a demon. So it's not like he's just like, oh, you got a demon in you, I'll take it to like the demon world, because it takes a lot. Because the one thing is, if you don't kill it, it comes back with 7 more, just as the Bible says, and it's stronger, and it makes it a little harder to defeat next time. Plus, as I said, it's really expensive to do that. So he only does, like, I don't want to say high priority cases, but only, not everybody that is infected, because everybody has a demon of some particular type in them. But it's just like the cases like that his friend might tell him about, which is the friend is a priest that was with him when all of his things happened, when all of the stuff happened to him. It's all in the book. I think it's in part 2 though. Not part 1 is basically what's part 1? Part 1 is one of the adventures he had, not the adventure, one of the missions he had. So kind of like it starts open, and then later it gets into how his actual story went. Okay, if I draw any more muscle, I'm gonna beat myself. So this gun is like this, and I have to get the SOCOM to actually be able to draw it halfway right. And some of you, I mean, if you played Metal Gear Solid, you kind of know what that gun is. But I will show you what the gun is in just a second. So I just don't want to get up right now. I'm just trying to get these hands to where he's holding it halfway right. So with that gun in his hand, and the gun has to be like this way. It has to be straight. So this has to be straight. But I still want some side showing. So let me show you the SOCOM. And how much did I buy it for? This place, it was, I can't remember where it was, but it was like really, really, I've tracked it down to maybe about 3 or 4 places. And this place was ridiculously cheap. So cheap that I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get screwed, and this is not, this is like a knockoff or something. But it was the real deal. It was the real deal. So as soon as I get this face halfway done, and I've been trying like the Loomis method, where you draw the ball and that, but there's some things about that when he did it, he really didn't explain. He explained how to do it, but he really didn't do too much explaining as he tilted it. So that's why I never used that method. And then too, it's kind of hard when you have a little tiny face like that to put so many lines in there. It's just easier for me. I would do this. It's kind of like the, what is that got? The Boba Fett mask. Let me see if I can get another piece of paper and show you guys how I used to do faces all the time. So this is the rough sketch I did for this position, which I changed around. So I would do this when I first started. I have that and a halfway, then I would just go like this. It's the same way that Boba Fett mask is, and then put the eyes here, put the nose in, put the mouth there. So I just use that. So anytime I turned it like this, here's the eyes, and say this is the side of the face, I would just do that like that. Come in just like that. Was it The Mandalorian? I have not seen that yet. I don't have Disney, but one day I want to get it, but I don't want to just sit down, you know, for hours and hours and you know, watch it. But I think when I do get Disney Channel, I want to, what do you call that? You just binge. I want to binge watch, because I really don't binge watch, and I don't binge watch anything, so I'm just going to kind of like treat myself to binge watching. So yeah, so this would be the side of the head, the ear, and the chin comes down like this. So this is like that jawbone, the cheekbone, like that. That's what I use it for. And that's how I used to draw faces. I kind of still do, and maybe get a little bit of cheek left over here. I still do draw like that, but I'm trying to, what's the word? Trying to better it, I guess. Because I started looking at my work, because I'm doing this 30-day challenge because I haven't gotten lazy when it comes to drawing. I've just been, you know, drawing the body and, you know, showing you guys what to do, but I haven't picked up my comic book. I haven't done any posting or any, you know, big drawings. So I said to myself, I need to start drawing more, so hence the 30-day challenge. So as I was doing this, I started looking at, comparing like my work to professionals' work. Like these guys have been drawing comics for like 20 years and, you know, in the industry for all that time. And I said, okay, I'm lacking something that I'm lacking that they have that I don't have, or it went back to sleep, because I used to do comics all the time, mine and for others. So I don't know what it is. So I'm comparing my stuff to theirs to see what it is. I don't know if it's the line work or it's just, it could be, I don't know. When I figure it out, I'll jump from, and I've already kind of improved a little bit since just doing this more. And that's the only way to improve, is just keep on doing. All right, so let me show you the SOCOM. What is the SOCOM? For those that don't know. I'm going to pull back. No, it fits in the thing. This is the SOCOM. This is why I wanted this beautiful thing. Because you have your silencer here. You have your light. This is actually a little cheap flashlight thing. And the silencer actually unscrews. And it is, this is a HK something, Heckler Koch or something like that, gun originally. And this comes off. How the hell this comes off? It's been so long. I think that's a battery. I think this. And I say these things just kind of like hang up on my wall. Yeah, it comes off like that. So you have the gun, the regular gun, and then you can put the, I forgot what they call this thing. Put this on the LAM something, light system something. I don't know, something. I'm gonna put it back on. The screws on, but I don't think I have it all the way down. Screws on one way or the other. One of these ways. Oh, I don't think it was in the hole. This goes in the hole and it screws into the hole. So let me do this real quick, so I don't want to just cut it. Oh, that was this one. Okay, I'm playing with the wrong one, I guess. So, yeah, I wanted this thing for a long time. That's the one. Long time. So that screws in, and then this is kind of it's like a metal, tinish metal, not, you know, all big, but it's a tight gun, you know, for like a hero to me, because of just the sheer size of this thing, and it's airsoft. I think it does blow. It has a blowback to it. But it's not, it's semi-automatic. It's just, you know, semi-automatic. And I never shot it because I didn't buy green gas. I didn't buy these to shoot. But, yeah, so up like this. If the gun is holding the gun kind of like this, that's why I bought it, for just reference sake. So I'll do that later. I don't want to use up so much time drawing line, small lines. So that's going to be part of in the part of the speed drawing. So let's see if I can finish up this sword. And I'm hungry, and it's almost bedtime because I do have a full-time job. And if you guys subscribe, and that's something I don't say, I don't know why I don't say that. If you guys start subscribing, maybe YouTube will start paying me, and I can actually quit my day job and do this kind of thing more often. Because every other YouTube channel is just doing that, just drawing this and drawing that. And somebody asked me to draw Jason Todd, but to that person, I say I try not to draw other people's characters when I could use that time to draw my character and promote my character. And that's something I say to every artist. If you have a character of your own, stop drawing Batman and Superman and all those and show the world your character. Nobody's going to steal your character. Once you get it up on YouTube, what is it, date stamped or time stamped, that you did it on this particular day and you uploaded it for the world to see. So they can't really steal your thing unless you stole it from somebody else. So don't worry about somebody, oh, they stole my idea, they stole my... No, if you got this thing out and millions of people saw it and YouTube time stamped it or date stamped it or whatever they call that, because it's online, then that tells everybody that's yours. Some people wait, oh, I'm scared to show my character. I don't want to show them. Somebody else might come out with that same idea before you, do it, put it up, and then you crying, in your suit the rest of your life because his idea or that idea that you were scared to put up could be making that guy millions of dollars, or could have turned around and make that guy millions of dollars. The suit is going to be, well, what I'm going to do is split it right down the middle, white side and the black side. So right here. So it's going to be like, yeah, it's the white side and the black side. Like half of them is in the realm, half of them is not. Surprise ending. All right, I am back, and it is not the next day. It's just a few minutes because I am cooking right now. So I said, let me come and do a few more things to this. So let me work on the face. And I need to get another red pencil to get my eraser. To have an eraser handy. So unless I use something else. I had this in 2000. Somebody might say, oh, that's like, what's the name? He got a gold cross. But see, I had this guy in around 2000, maybe before 2000. 2000, it's kind of like when it came out. So it was before that. That's just like, if you see Robin, oh, not Robin, what's the he's got the cape and the hood combination. I came out with that long time ago. But as I say, when you sit on something, then somebody else is going to come along and take it, because ideas are like clouds that just float over you. People can just reach up and grab it and pull it down and use it. So, you know, I had my character, I can't think of the thing, the next soldier. He had a cape on for a while, and I said, you know what, I need more than a cape, you know. So I put a hood on the cape, and then when I saw, I think the Damian Wayne's costume, he had it. I'm like, oh man, that was my idea. So, you know, yeah. Don't want to brag, but yeah, I had that idea long time ago. But you wait on it, and then somebody else is going to come along with it and do something with it. Not that I can sue them, you know, but it would be nice if people would look at it and say, oh, you know, Brian had that, was like Brian's character. Because anytime you wait and you do something, like if I have somebody with metal claws, you're like, oh, that's Wolverine, you know. But I can say, hey, I had a character that had metal claws for years, but I never put it out or showed it to anybody or told anybody. So, yeah, that's Wolverine. All right, so I'm back, and I made a few changes because I was listening to my music, and I was jamming, and I just started drawing, and I was like, wait a minute, put the camera on. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start doing the details. I had to cut my music off because I didn't want to get demonetized. So I'm just going to work on some little details in the uniform, and then it's going to be fast drawn so that I can listen to my music and jam and enjoy my drawing at the same time. So here we go. Alright, that's going to be it for the Eye of the Beholder. I can keep going, as I always say, but you can also mess up by continuing to just add stuff. You gotta kind of know when to let it go. So I'm gonna let it go. Let me pull back a little bit so that you can get a look at the whole thing. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna black this. I'm not gonna do it on camera because it's already been an hour and 15 minutes in inking, but it's not gonna be that when editing because it's gonna be fast motion. But I'm gonna black this out because it's reversed. As I say, when he goes into the demon realm, everything is reversed. His uniform color, his hair, not so much the weapons, but basically uniform color and his hair are reversed. So yeah, you will easily tell how or when he goes into the demon verse. So yeah, I'm gonna blacken this, and you're gonna see this in a second. And all right, here we have the finished product. And this is the Eye of the Beholder. This is my next book that I'm coming out with, next title, next book. Nothing to do with the Samurai Clown, but they will do a crossover one day. And yeah, this is it. Don't want to ramble. This took me forever. This is day 22, and it is over. See you tomorrow.